Within the fairy tale community right now, one of the biggest things that people are talking about is Natsu being E.N.D, otherwise known as Aetherius Natsu Dragneel. Now, the fact that Natsu is E.N.D was revealed a while back, but there really has not been much development when it comes to him being E.N.D. This has left room for a lot of people to theorize about what Natsu being E.N.D could mean for the series, and essentially what will happen when the whole E.N.D thing gets more development. And today, I'm going to be sharing my personal opinion on Natsu being E.N.D and what I think is going to transpire from it. One of the main things that people discuss when the topic of E.N.D is brought up within the fairy tale community is about E.N.D being a demonic transformation for Natsu. Now, the reason why people talk about this is because of the fact that E.N.D is one of the books of Zeref. Now, as a reminder, the books of Zeref were all demons created by Zeref through the use of black magic. These demons all had transformations as well. We saw it back in the Tartarus arc. When people began to put two and two together after seeing Natsu was revealed to be E.N.D, they began to realize that Natsu is technically part of the books of Zeref. Now, this is when people started to begin to speculate that Natsu could possibly have an Aetherius transformation, seeing as, well, he is E.N.D, and all the other books of Zeref were seen to have transformations in Tartarus. On top of that, it was stated that E.N.D was the strongest demon of the books of Zeref. So again, people began to put two and two together and realize that if Natsu were to have an Aetherius transformation, his would be the strongest of the books of Zeref. Some people, however, don't exactly believe that Natsu could possibly have an Aetherius transformation, and they just simply believe that Natsu, as we know, is E.N.D. Now, personally, I believe E.N.D is a transformation, much like what we saw with the other Tartarus demons. Now, if we're assuming that Natsu is capable of an Aetherius transformation, seeing as he is E.N.D, the question then is, how will he do it? How will he tap into this Aetherius transformation? I do think by the end of the Alvarez arc, we will see Natsu in an E.N.D transformation, but the question is, how will he be able to transform into E.N.D? A lot of people within the fairy tale community think that simply opening the book of E.N.D will actually awaken Natsu's Aetherius transformation. But personally, I do not see it to be that simple. Let me ask you a question. If it was that simple, then why didn't Mardgeir simply open the book of E.N.D, seeing as his goal was to revive E.N.D? I personally think that the only person who can cause Natsu to have an Aetherius transformation is Natsu himself. Yes, I think Natsu is capable of entering the Aetherius mode all on his own simply because we saw it with all the other demons in Tartarus. All the other demons of Tartarus were simply capable of just tapping into their Aetherius form. So if Natsu is anything like the other books of Zeref, I do think that he's capable of simply tapping into his Aetherius form. I just don't think he knows how to right now. A lot of people in the community as well think that once Natsu enters his Aetherius form, he will not be able to control it. Now, personally, I see this to be a really stupid theory, mainly because when it came to the other demons of Tartarus and their transformations, none of them lost control of their personality. They were all able to keep their cool, and it was merely just a power-up. Now, Natsu losing his personality to his Aetherius transformation is definitely one of those things I need to see to believe. Although I said that I don't think that Natsu will lose control while utilizing his Aetherius transformation, in the instance that he does, I do believe we could possibly witness a death within the series. As I said before, E.N.D is the strongest of the books of Zeref, and seeing as all the other demons were really strong, to think that Natsu could be stronger under his Aetherius form is very scary to say the least. Now, I'm not going to be speculating about who Natsu could possibly kill if he lost control, simply because I don't see it to be likely. But if it were to happen, I could definitely see a death taking place, and a very important death at that. And lastly, I want to bring up the possibility of Natsu actually being capable of harnessing his Aetherius transformation once he taps into it. Now, I think this would be really cool simply because with Natsu how he is right now, he is really powerful. But if you add on to his initial power that he has right now with an Aetherius transformation, holy shit, Natsu will be absolutely unstoppable. It would just be absolutely insane. Now, of course, people are going to call BS, but personally, I'd love to see Natsu be able to change in and out of his Aetherius form. But if he is capable of this within the future, I do think it would only be right to make it significantly decay at his magic when he uses it. Kind of like when Mirjane used Mirjane Allegria. This would make it so Natsu would have to pick the right time to use his Aetherius form, and it wouldn't constantly just be him going in and out of his Aetherius form. Anyways, that's going to be about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Very quickly here, I want to go and take some time to apologize though for not uploading for around 4 days now. I was very busy this week and I didn't have any time to record a video, and that completely threw me off my every other day schedule which I had going, but I do hope to return to it most likely within this upcoming weekend. Nevertheless though guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said before, if you guys did, a like is much appreciated along with a subscription to my channel. Tell me your guys' opinions on Natsu's E.N.D transformation and whatnot in the comment section below. Also, thank you guys so much for subscribing recently. We are so close to 50 subscribers at the time of me making this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.